I want to tell you about Wall Street Smoking Gun. I'm pretty excited about this because this is one of the best things that we've developed in many years, and it's very simple and very powerful. Technical analysis. That's the study of charts. It's what most traders use to determine a stock's near-term direction. By plotting various indicators and lines and other items, you can get a pretty good feel of which way the stock's going to go at any given moment. And the reason that works at all is because the chart pattern reflects the composite knowledge of everything there is to know about that stock. The traders from all around the world are literally influencing that pattern, and the daily gyrations are caused by people. And so the composite knowledge is known by people. If you can interpret the chart correctly, you can get a pretty good feel of what's happening and what's going to happen. So that chart study is a lifetime endeavor. If you're serious about trading, you've got to know this stuff. You can study for hours, days, weeks, years to try to get an edge. And many traders are relatively successful with this art. There's two problems with chart analysis, however. The first problem is there's often information that's not in the chart. Now, be that legal or illegal information, there's a lot of surprises that come out of nowhere. The information wasn't known, and thus it was not in the chart. Second problem is there's someone out there that's usually smarter than you are. Okay, so no matter how clever you are, no matter how good of a chart analysis person you are, somebody can outsmart you. And these two problems are why most people think the market is rigged. It's because there's missing information. What's the solution? There is a solution, and that is to detect large bets on the future. You see, because one thing a big trader who's in the know cannot hide is the money. So if you can detect a large bet, a large trade on something to occur in the future, you now know more than that chart itself could be telling you. Large bets on the future events are best detected through unusual options volume. Now the reason that is because stock volume reflects for what's happening right now. Options volume, since it's an option to buy the stock, it's what's reflected in what people think the future holds. So it's a bet on the future. Heavy plan options means that somebody's placing hard money on a future outcome. Wall Street Smoking Gun therefore scans for these bets. And that's all there is to it. 300,000 option contracts are scanned in real time as the market moves. Something you couldn't possibly do manually. Okay, now here's what it looks like. This is a typical report from Wall Street Smoking Gun. Right there you can see, for example, that's the option contract that got unusual volume. Stock symbol is ADVS. Right there shows you the percent change in volume. Now in this case, for this day, that option was getting volume 18,600% above normal. That is gargantuan. So it needs to be looked at. It deserves a look. I'm going to cover these other columns in a different video, but the only other one that might be of interest is the 5-day accumulation. What that means is out of the last 5 days, how many other days did this stock have an unusual volume? In this case, 5 days. So this stock is significant because 5 days in a row somebody was making large bets on this stock. The question is, does this actually work? Of course it works. I wouldn't be doing this video if it didn't work. And I want to show you. I have proof. By golly. This is a ledger sheet of my own personal trades in the last month. Now, the dark area up there was my best attempt with just pure technical analysis. No smoking gun data. Because smoking gun wasn't developed until shortly after this dark area you see here in the ledger. Notice that I have about a 50% win ratio there. This was a very rough market, so that was probably the best anybody could do with just technical analysis. However, after smoking gun was developed, this is the track record, and by golly, there is a 90% win ratio. Coincidence? I don't think so. Every one of those trades were found using smoking gun as one of the major tools. And you also notice that there's several double-digit or high percentage gainers in that list. So, in a tough market, 50% winners with technical analysis alone, or 90% winners with technical analysis and Wall Street smoking gun. Which one would you prefer? You will have a similar experience. This is a must-have tool for anyone who's serious about trading.